Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now this stone in the image that Daniel saw in the dream with Nebuchadnezzar, this stone represents a group of people. And so let's go to the verse that brings it out. Now, the prophet Zechariah, he made it very specific and clear on who he was talking about. Now, Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3, it say, "In that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people, and that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it." Now, this stone was going to cut into pieces all the people of the earth. You see, it's not just, oh, they're a stone and, it ain't going to do nothing with the stone. No, there was going to be a stone that was going to cut and break into pieces these other nations. And that goes along with, when you go to Psalms, the 2nd chapter. When you go to Psalms, the 2nd chapter, that goes right along with that situation. It says, in the 2nd chapter, verse 8, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession." Verse 9, "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like the potter's vessel." You see, that's what the Israelites was always prophesied to do. When you go into the last book of the Bible, Revelation chapter 2, it restated it. It says in verse 26, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations." 27, "And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken into shivers or pieces." Same situation. Then when you go to Micah reiterated the same point. Micah said in verse 4, 13, it says, "Arise and thrust, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt break in pieces many people." You see? So this has been prophesied of the nation of Israel many times. You got Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 says the same thing. Verse 20 says, "Thou art my battle axe and my weapons of war, for with thee will I break into pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms." And so that's the situation when you're dealing with Daniel. In Daniel 2:44, it talks about it. It say, "And in the days of those kings, God shall set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and a kingdom that shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." 45, "For as much as thou hast sawest, the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and it shall break into pieces the statue," the image. And so that's what Daniel was talking about with that stone. The nation of Israel, Jerusalem, the daughter of Zion, the Israelites. They would rule with a rod of iron and put these other nations into captivity, according to Isaiah 14, those nations that oppressed the nation of Israel, they will be put into captivity, according to Jeremiah 30:16. All they will that devour thee will be devoured and thrown into captivity. Revelation 13:9-10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So these individuals will be broken with this into pieces with this stone and ruled with a rod of iron in captivity. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.